Hello, thank you for being here with Tiger Lilith Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Virgo placements. Hello, Virgos. Hope everyone's good and well. Hope you enjoyed the holiday season. We're going to be doing a last quarter moon spread reading, so from December 26th to the new moon, January 3rd. I'm going to take a look at some energies that are, this is going to be for the past 3 weeks. Okay. All right, so already we've got 7 of coins coming out under what you need to complete. Unfinished business, loose ends that might need to be tied up that were started 3 weeks ago. 7 of coins. This might have something to do with your work. You might be there's something you've already grown, but it's like the loose end is like taking the next step, being confident in the seeds that you've already planted with the 7 of coins. So it's like, I almost feel like what you haven't completed from the past 3 weeks is like taking something to the next level that you've already started on, either in your home or in work or business. Yeah, it's like your time to take the next step, I feel. 5 of Wands is under what you've learned, achievements and gifts you can share with the world. 5 of Wands, they're learning how to fight. It's playful competition, right? But it's also about compromise. This is learning how to compromise with other energies around you. So I think your lesson the past 3 weeks has been learning how to compromise, maybe with energies that seem combative to you and that you wouldn't have wanted to compromise with. But there was a sense of having to like keep the peace. And so the lessons you've learned is how it's almost like how to compromise in the face of adversity. That's what I'm seeing, or how to compromise even in play, something like that. We'll see when we clarify, Virgo. We'll get a little more information. 10 of coins, one of your cards, is under a mentality you're currently outgrowing. 10 of coins. So there's something about your like family or what you have materially. Like there's what used to fulfill you doesn't fulfill you anymore. You're outgrowing wow, this is a big energy, Virgo. You're outgrowing the whole entire concept of what is going to bring you financial, emotional, spiritual, mental stability, all of it. Because to me, the 10 of coins is it encompasses the emotions, the intellect, and the soul. Because I think if the emotions, the intellect, and the soul are not already fulfilled, then this 10 of coins, then this material fulfillment, family, generational happiness is not possible without those other 3 pieces. Now, all 4 of them aren't possible together because 10 of coins, you have the emotion, you have the financial fulfillment, but that's what I'm saying. It's almost like there's something about the intellect and the soul and the emotions that is changing as well if this is outdated and you're outgrowing it. So it's like your whole, Virgo, you're making a very big shift. Okay, so in this particular spread that I'm doing here, I see this card, the 10 of coins, as the issue card of the spread, and this 7 of wands as the solution, right? It's like if this is the problem, this is the answer. So and when I say this is the issue is because it's an outdated mentality, and what that means is your ego's trying to hold on to it. Spirit, universe, the moon cycles, like this is what you're outgrowing, but the ego wants us to hold on to things tighter because they bring us security, right? So the issue holding on to, just beliefs about so much, what brought you ultimate happiness, really, I think. And the answer is the Seven of Wands. Be courageous. There's something you're going to have to persevere through. This is how to cease this resistance and break free. How to break free from this security. You know that these people are in walls, right? That's the Ten of Pentacles. All these women come together and they're secure in these walls. The tree is inside the wall. They are self-sufficient, completely taken care of in their walls. But what's outside of the walls? This isn't bringing you happiness anymore. So you're going to have to look outside of these walls to find it. And that's why the Seven of Wands is here as your answer. How to cease resistance and break free. Perseverance, courage. This is being willing to fight for what you believe in and having the fortitude to stand up against these 6 wands that are coming at him, these 6 soldiers, what have you, that are coming to attack his ground. He's standing his ground, and he is going to fight off those other 6 wands. And he's confident that he's going to. He's not afraid. So your answer is courage and not being afraid of stepping outside of your walls. They're very secure, but it's not, I don't think it's bringing you happiness anymore. The Knight of Swords comes out as what to make room for in your life right now. Okay. The Knight of Swords can be many things. What I'm getting on this Knight of Swords in particular is what to make room for, changing your mentality about your habits and your day-to-day routine. Because the Knight of Swords is about, if the Knight of Swords, he's quick movement, right? He's confidently coming in on his horse and slaying dragons. These are really confident cards. So what you're making room for in your life right now is quick mental changes that will then affect other parts of your life. The Knight of Swords moves things quickly because he's confident that the changes will be effective. He is also about changing up your routine. And how, if you change up your routine, and I think as the swords, and how you consider your routine, being more, setting out a routine for yourself that's maybe more thoughtful and not so autopilot, will help you. Just changing a few things in your routine. You will see things differently because you're not doing the same thing over and over again every day. Just changing something about your morning routine, nighttime routine, anything like that, I think would be hugely beneficial right now. What change is coming to you next? The Ten of Wands. We're going to see when we clarify here. I'm not quite sure with this one, Virgo. My instinct, the change that's coming to you next is you're going to be burdened. But I don't think you... okay. Coming out of these walls is going to be very difficult. This is going to be hard, and that's why this is here. That's why this is coming to you next. Because if you step outside of these walls, it's going to be challenging, and it is going to feel like a burden and like a very long journey. You know that this is going to be a long journey. It's almost like oh, Virgo, it's almost like you see it already and you're like, oh God, I'm prepared to carry, okay, I'm going to have to carry all these wands. I'm going to have to carry the burden of breaking out of these walls on my own. And yeah, that is true. Because in order to feel like you have done it on your own, you have to do it on your own. So you do have to break out of those walls on your own. But you can. That's why the Seven of Wands is there. You have the courage, perseverance. Four of Swords is ending your reading as the magic and wisdom of this moon phase. Get some rest. Rest, rest, rest. Lay in bed. Put down. You're still protected. This person, I noticed, they still have a sword right here, right? 3 are up on the wall. But there's 1 still in reach. That's okay. I don't think that's a bad thing here, but rest. And calm your mind. Some meditation might be great, or whatever brings you peace, right? Yeah, wow. The underlying energy of this deck, or this spread, sorry, is the Chariot. You want movement. There is something that you want. Your willpower is driving something. You're putting the pieces of something together that your willpower wants, that you've created probably. You're putting all the pieces together behind the scenes for a big move, a big change. And that is you. Oh, okay, yeah, see, Virgo, I love this. You guys, you are going to do this on your own. We have 3 7s here. 7, 7, 7. Manifestation and progress. Okay, let's clarify this. Now I'm excited. Okay, cool. Not that I wasn't before, but it's just, I feel like you guys are planning something. Okay. Oh, okay. What do you need to complete? 4 of Cups with the 7 of Coins. There's something that you manifested emotionally that didn't bring you the fulfillment you thought. And so you're apathetic and a little bored. You're letting an emotional disappointment hold you back from going. It's keeping you in a patient place. Patience is not a bad thing, but it's saying that this is right where you're procrastinating, where you could tie up the last little loose ends of the past 3 weeks. So it's like the 4 of Cups is she manifested cups and she's not happy with what she manifested, but there's always a 4th one coming in that she's not looking at. So it's almost about counting the blessings, the 3 cups that you have, because they're there and they are full. And while they may not be exactly what you wanted, it is love. Otherwise the cups wouldn't be there, right? So appreciate what you have, even if it's not exactly what you wanted. And that might give you, remember that this habit, changing the perspective, that might allow you to see that 4th cup that's there, that you that's coming in because you manifested it. It's being handed to you, but you're having a hard time seeing it. So appreciation for the love and like emotional support that you already have might help facilitate what the 7 of Coins, this kind of waiting energy. Okay, so for the 5 of Wands, under what you've learned, achievements, gifts to share with the world, compromise, even in the face of energies that you might not want to compromise. And it's energies that look dangerous but aren't, right? Because again, 5 of Wands, it sticks. They're not going to really, they're not fighting with swords. This is not a life or death fight. This is competition. It's, except like learning, like playful competition is okay, and compromise is involved with playful competition. The King of Scrolls or the King of Swords clarifies this, what you've learned the past 3 weeks. There's something the Poet, King of Swords. You have achieved a mental clarity about something due to this playful competition and things like this. Through this competition, it's almost like it strengthened your mental agility, and it really made you think about things in another way. But then it brought you to the King of Scrolls, to right, the king. It's almost like you are now someone that people can come to for intellectual advice. Not that you weren't before, but that's just saying that, to me, that is where it's like you've learned the past 3 weeks maybe that you are that person. And maybe it's because you engaged in some playful competition and you're like, oh, I can hold my own. I am an intellectually competent. I know I can analyze. I'm logical. Like, I feel like you like this competitive maybe play fighting helped you like prove some helped you prove you to you. You were able to prove something to yourself with the Five of Wands, something about your logic and your intellect. And you've learned more about how to thrive in the reality of the moment and in the depths of the mind. It's blending those two energies, being very present in the moment, but also digging out those deeper issues at the same time, right? Because this is the poet. So it's blending the reality and the emotional, if you will. Oh, yeah, which is kind of like the Seven of Coins and the Four of Cups up here. Blending these emotions, yeah, with work. It's like your emotions need to be blended into things. Yeah. I just realized we don't have any cups on this deck, on here at all. Something is missing emotionally, an emotional connection. The Four of Cups as what you're lacking. This is what's holding you back from an emotional connection too, is being sad over the past, over what manifested but didn't manifest the way you wanted it to. The Ten of Coins, mentality you're currently outgrowing. Ten of Coins is clarified by the Six of Swords. Oh, you're outgrowing avoidance. You're outgrowing just leaving the choppy waters. It's because the Six of Swords, the Six of Scrolls, usually leaving choppy waters to go to a calmer shore. And there's a mentor there to take you away, right? To help on this journey of achieving more of a mental calmness. But if this is an energy that you're outgrowing, I feel like what it's saying is you're outgrowing. Maybe you were leaving situations just very quickly. Or calling, it's like, yeah. You weren't engaging before with competitive energy because it felt too much to handle, and so you would just walk away. You would just leave. Like, okay, well, those are choppy shores, I'm gone. And I think that's why that clarifies the Ten of Coins here, because maybe you've walked away from things that weren't as competitive as you thought, and that's why these walls are built up. You're like, okay, well, I've got my own security. But what have you walked away from to get it? What did you not give a chance for because it seemed too competitive? It seemed too controversial. It seemed like it was going to take too much effort. And so you walked away. Too much mental effort. I think your mental effort was being put to use in other places because the Four of Swords is your overall guidance card, which is rest. But you're outgrowing, walking away from situations that could be really beneficial. Because you're stuck behind, because what's happened is you're stuck inside the walls that you built. Because you walked away from so much. Seven of Wands with the Nine of Scrolls. How to cease resistance and break free. Wow. Nine of Swords with the Seven of Wands. The Nine of Swords is, right, mental anguish, sleepless nights, anxiety, insomnia. Just like a hamster wheel of thoughts, negative thoughts, just turning over and over in your brain. That is not the answer on how you break free from this. The answer is knowing the Nine of she has wings. While she is sad, all these scrolls, these are disappointments. They are causing her such heavy just depression. Really, it is the card of depression and anxiety and just all of those terrible things, places our mind can take us to. She has wings. She can free herself from this, but she is choosing to just lay herself on the stone and just kind of give up, right? But she can free herself. Remember I said, you know that you can free yourself. You know you have to do this on your own. I think there's some fear here. I think there is fear of going on a journey solo. But there's a knowledge that you have to at the same time. You are supported, Virgo. That is the big message here too. How to break free is trust that you're supported. Trust that you can support yourself because you can. And trust that you are supported by others. The Nine of Swords, traditionally the man is in a bed. He has a dog by his side. He has covers on him. He has a pillow. Has a roof over his head. There actually is a lot he has to be grateful for, but he is sleeplessly up nights. He can't see it. He can't break himself out of the mental prison. Gratitude. What are you grateful for that you already have? And that will give you the strength, because I feel, Virgo, you have built something beautiful. This 10 of coins wouldn't be here as something to outgrow if you hadn't built it. So what you've built, you are now outgrowing, and that is painful, and that's hard. But you are supported. Knight of Swords clarified by the Ace of Spirals, the Ace of Wands. What to make room for in your life right now. Something brand new, a passionate new beginning. A passionate, instinctual new beginning. With your habits, with how you approach, with how you approach situations. I feel like this is saying really make room in your life for your passion, your inspiration, your movement forward. It's like it's time. Yeah, with the Chariot here, it is time. It's like, Virgo, it's your time. Like, it is time for you to move. Oh my gosh. Eight of Spirals clarifies the 10 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands clarifies the 10 of Wands. What change is coming next? Yeah, see, this is chaotic energy. 8 of Spirals is pretty chaotic. I don't think you're comfortable in this energy, and that's why the 10 of Wands is here, because you know it's going to feel burdensome to you. But this is support. What is coming to you next is support. The 8 of Wands is supportive messages, transformational messages coming into you, communication, not only from spirit advising you, right? It's because these seem like they're kind of like seemingly coming out of nowhere, just kind of darting towards the earth, and you don't know where they're going to land. And that's why it's a little chaotic. And you think this is going to be really burdensome. It's going to stress you out. I think you're anxious about it, but it's needed. This quick energy. There's something supportive is coming in. It's very supportive. A lot of fire energy on here. Fire and air mostly. So you might have fire and air in your chart. Okay, let's see. Dealing with fire and air signs. Okay, and the 4 of Swords is clarified by the Wheel. Divine timing. The Wheel of Fortune. This is all happening as it should. The Wheel of Fortune also reminds us that we are in control to an extent. The fates, the wheel is always turning. We can't stop that. But you'll notice this here is like alchemaic, right? There's steam coming up. This is symbolizing that we can change the direction of the wheel with our actions and behaviors. You do have a hand in your own fate, because how you act and how you behave and how you move about the world, energies are going to shift around you to accommodate what you are doing. So that's how you are in control of your fate. Okay. Bottom of the deck. The golden flower, temperance, patience. Be patient. I think you are being patient. The Seven of Coins to me well, Seven of Coins is telling you to be patient, actually. Seven of Coins is saying don't take the pentacles off of this tree yet. You might be tempted to. This is a quick fix, right? The quick fix, how to make yourself feel better quickly, is to harvest one of those pentacles and put it to use. That's not what this is saying. Hold on to the pentacles. You're growing something really beautiful again. You've grown something beautiful before. You know how to do this. Temperance, integration of energies, the universal energy and your energy. Trust in the universe right now. The universe has your back. Wow. Okay. Yeah, see at the bottom of the deck here, the Chariot, Strength, and the Knight of Cups. You might have a Leo around you. The Wheel of Fortune is a fixed sign card. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Leo and Aquarius are standing out here just with the wands and the swords popping out. Sagittarius as well, and Cancer with the Chariot. You want victory, integration, strength, and temperance to me are a bit similar. Temperance is integrating the universal energy with your energy. Strength is integrating your own wild energy with what's around you so that you can tame it. So there's something just really lovely happening here, Virgo, but it is going to require a lot of perseverance and courage from you and accepting support. It's coming in. Be careful not to treat support like a burden. I think that is the parting message I'm going to leave you with. Support is a good thing. And while it might feel chaotic and it might not make complete sense to you how other people are supporting you because it doesn't line in with exactly what you wanted, that doesn't mean it's a burden and that it's not welcomed and that the person, no, people want to support you. Allow it. All right, Virgo, I really hope this helped. If it resonated, like, subscribe, let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves.